WWE mastermind Vince McMahon.
In any industry, those at the top care about one thing: increasing profits.
When it comes to great stakes, I've just raised the stakes.
Former President Donald Trump did so for his businesses while holding the White House.
Here we go, sir.
To disgraced former FIFA head Sepp Blatter.
Oh, yes, I'm singing the blues.
Billionaire CEOs.
In terms of dollars, $3 billion, $533 million, $525 million. That's peanuts for you.
The train derailment in East Palestine, Ohio, with the ultra-wealthy at the very top of Norfolk Southern, including company CEO Alan Shaw, doing very little in response because it would hurt their pockets. That's to say, every person in business at the top will do anything to make more.
WWE, the great Vince McMahon.
And it appears the WWE is set to get even more, including the disgraced Vince McMahon. In sports, as we know, gambling is big business. Previously, the House Judiciary Committee held meetings on the subject, according to Forbes. In the year 2022, nearly $55 billion of revenue were generated on gambling. Specifically in sports, the AGA found game revenue hit a record $7.5 billion last year, a 75% increase from 2021. Seeing this uptick, McMahon has made his move. Alex Sherman of CNBC would report, the WWE is in talks with state gambling regulators to legalize betting on high-profile matches, according to people familiar with the matter. The obvious rebuttal here is what? I mean, I'll let you say it. The sport is scripted. Duh. They add WWE is working with the accounting firm EY to secure scripted match results in hopes it will convince regulators there's no chance of results leaking to the public, said the people who asked not to be named because the discussions are private. Ernst & Young have historically worked with award shows, including the Academy Awards and the Emmys, to keep results a secret. The Week notes the following. This would change the way WWE matches are produced, as executives have reportedly discussed having match results locked into place months in advance, with the wrestlers not knowing the outcome until moments ahead of time to prevent leaks. This would seemingly leave WWE's writers with no wiggle room to adjust their plans along the way. CNBC adds, still, while Academy Awards voting results are known by a select few before they're announced publicly, they aren't scripted by writers. Even if regulators allow gambling, betting companies would have to decide if they're willing to place odds on WWE matches, even if it's legalized. Those discussions have yet to occur at betting firms, according to people familiar with the matter. It is important to note, Vince McMahon has had a bevy of sexual misconduct claims attached to his name for many years. He practically made his way back into being the head of the WWE. And now he is saying he is open to selling what he has built, the empire he has built, though it comes at a price. And that price, at least according to him, is $9 billion. The suitors are as follows. Endeavor, who is in business with Dana White after he committed an act of DV against his wife. We did not hear a thing from Endeavor right after that occurred. And also the Middle East, specifically Mohammed bin Salman and Saudi Arabia. They can afford to do it. They have gone into golf, boxing, horse racing, Formula One, many others. And the reason they are doing this is because of Mohammed bin Salman's Vision 2030. Per longtime wrestling journalist Dave Meltzer, he believes they are doing this now to up the price. He also mentioned many folks are simply rolling their eyes at the very idea. In closing, will it work? To that I say, potentially. We have seen what has gone on in this country and how politicians will do anything to align their pockets. The lobbyists are not just within oil, gas, fossil fuels, what have you. The WWE has lobbyists as well. And those lobbyists are going to reach out to the offices of politicians in the states that they want to make this happen. Specifically, Michigan, Colorado, Indiana. Legalized bribery is a thing that takes place in this country. Many with stocks. Do I envision this happening to close out once more? Potentially. It depends on which politicians are going to accept lobbying efforts. And you will know this, okay? Once these hearings take place, or once the ball starts getting rolling, and you will hear different politicians reacting positively to this news within the media. That is always your first inclination to raise a red flag and start questioning.